Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today we travel into the hidden legacy of one of Britain's most mysterious modern treasures, the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence 2001. Picture this. It's early 2000s Britain. The world is entering a new millennium, technology is reshaping life, and people are still adapting to the digital age while holding on to traditional values. Amid all this change, the Royal Mint releases millions of 2 pence coins for everyday circulation. Ordinary people use them for phone boxes, vending machines, newspapers, and small change from grocery stores. No fanfare. No special announcement. Just another coin, minted and released like countless others before it. But history has a habit of hiding its most valuable secrets in the most ordinary places. The 2 pence coin of 2001 carries the familiar weight and feel of British currency. It measures 25.9 millimeters in diameter, weighs 7.12 grams, and is made of copper-plated steel, replacing the older bronze composition of earlier decades. At first glance, it looks like any other 2 pence piece. But when you look closely, you realize this coin represents something more. It embodies a moment in Britain's transition into the 21st century, a bridge between tradition and modernity. On one side, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, reflects strength, dignity, and continuity. Her expression is calm yet commanding, as if she's silently witnessing not only the changes in her nation but also the unseen fate of this very coin. Surrounding her image is the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2001, declaring her title as the Defender of the Faith and Queen by the grace of God. But the true artistic magic lies on the reverse side. The reverse of the 2001 2 pence displays a section of the Royal Shield design, part of a beautiful reimagining of British coinage introduced shortly after. The design represents the feathers of the Prince of Wales badge, symbolizing heritage, monarchy, and the unity of the United Kingdom. It's not just decoration. It's a message frozen in metal, connecting centuries of British identity into a single coin small enough to rest on a fingertip. What makes this particular year special is not only its design but its place in a rapidly transforming era. By 2001, cashless payments had not yet dominated society like they do now. Coins still mattered. They were part of daily life. Children collected them, adults spent them, and few ever thought some could become priceless in the future. But collectors think differently. Numismatists, or coin collectors, don't look at face value. They look at history, rarity, errors, and untold stories. And slowly, whispers began to spread within collector communities about certain 2001 2 pence coins that were not ordinary at all. Some coins from this year were discovered with minting anomalies. Slight die misalignments. Irregularities in strike. Extremely rare proof variations. Even missing or doubled details under magnification. Each tiny flaw turned these already uncommon coins into potential legends. While the average circulation pieces were worth just 2 pence, these rare variants began to gain attention quietly, like a hidden star waiting to be discovered. For years, they sat unnoticed in old jars filled with change. In forgotten piggy banks under dusty beds. In the hands of people who had no idea they were holding a future treasure. And as time passed, the world around these coins changed. Britain modernized its currency further. Digital payments rose. People stopped using coins as frequently. Suddenly, these old copper coins began disappearing from circulation. Many were melted, lost, or thrown away. The population of surviving 2001 2 pence coins started shrinking without anyone realizing it, until collectors noticed. Rare coin forums began buzzing. Auction houses started listing unusual examples. Prices climbed gradually at first. A few $100s. Then thousands. Then hundreds of thousands for perfectly preserved examples with unique minting characteristics. One particular variation of the 2001 2 pence became the center of attention. It was known for its exceptionally sharp strike, unusual metal composition inconsistencies, and microscopic mint errors that only appeared in a tiny batch produced during a short minting window. The Royal Mint never officially documented this anomaly, making it even more mysterious and desirable. Collectors love what cannot easily be explained. This tiny coin suddenly became a puzzle piece of modern numismatic history. People around the world wanted to find it. Videos appeared on social media. Articles were written. Coin hunters searched through bags of old change. Some even bought rolls of old British coins just to hunt for that one elusive piece. And a few lucky souls found them. One collector in Europe discovered 2 of them in his grandfather's collection. Another turned up unexpectedly in a coin shop clearance box in London. Each new discovery sent waves through the collector community. Prices soared higher and higher. Because this wasn't just a coin anymore. It was a symbol of how ordinary objects can carry extraordinary destinies. A reminder that history does not always announce itself in gold bars and luxury vaults. Sometimes it hides in copper, disguised among pennies and loose change. The emotional value attached to this coin grew beyond its metal content. People began to associate it with luck, hidden wealth, and the thrill of discovery. It wasn't only investors who chased it, it was dreamers, parents checking old jars, young collectors using magnifying glasses, hobbyists visiting flea markets and antique fairs. Everyone wanted to be the one who held the 2 pence 2001 that could change their life. Because some of them did. Several high-profile private sales shocked the world. A pristine example of the rare variation, graded at the highest level by professional coin grading services, was sold in a closed-door transaction to a private collector in Asia. The exact figure wasn't revealed at first, only whispered among elite collectors. Weeks later, the news surfaced. The price was beyond anything anyone expected. Millions. By this time, the legend of the 2001 2 pence was no longer just a rumor in collector circles. It had turned into a worldwide phenomenon. Major auction houses began confirming that ultra-rare examples were among the most sought-after modern British coins ever recorded. And not just because of scarcity, but because of story. Because this coin represented an entire era. The end of the 20th century's currency traditions and the dawn of a new digital age. A piece of physical money standing strong against a cashless future. A reminder that value is not always what society tells you it is, but what history chooses to remember. Collectors began ranking it among the most iconic modern Briti. Top 2. This is the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence 1996, a coin that collectors across the globe prize, and in today's journey, we'll uncover why it's not just a coin, but a treasure, ultimately revealing its staggering current value of $28 million. The story of the 2 pence coin begins in 1971, the year the United Kingdom transitioned to decimal currency. This decimalization was a monumental change, replacing the centuries-old pounds, shillings, and pence system with a simpler structure, making everyday calculations easier for the average citizen. Among the new coins introduced were the 1 penny and 2 pence coins, initially struck in bronze. Over the years, these coins became more than just currency. They evolved into small canvases reflecting British heritage, tradition, and artistry. By 1996, the United Kingdom was under the steady reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait graced the obverse of virtually every coin. The 1996 2 pence coin carries her 5th portrait, designed by the renowned sculptor Raphael Makloff. This depiction, used from 1985 to 1997, portrays a young, confident monarch wearing the George IV state diadem, capturing both dignity and approachability. The portrait itself is iconic, recognized worldwide, and serves as a reminder of a stable and modernizing Britain during the late 20th century. Every curve of the Queen's hair, every intricate detail of the diadem, was meticulously engraved to convey authority, elegance, and continuity. Flip the coin, and the reverse side tells a story equally compelling. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the reverse features a crowned segment of the royal shield, part of a larger design that, when combined with other coins from 1990 onwards, creates the full shield of the United Kingdom. This was not merely decorative. Ironside's design represents unity and the cohesion of England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales, subtly embedding national pride into a coin that fits comfortably in the palm of your hand. The design was both modern and symbolic, merging artistry with patriotic sentiment, and it remains a favorite among collectors because of this thoughtful balance between tradition and contemporary style. The 1996 2p coins were minted primarily at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales. What makes certain coins from this year particularly extraordinary is their rarity, arising from subtle errors, limited mintages, and the occasional overstruck die. Some coins were struck with a slightly off-center obverse, misaligned edges, or a double die effect, creating anomalies that are minuscule to the untrained eye but priceless to collectors. In coin collecting, these errors transform ordinary currency into rare treasures, attracting enthusiasts willing to pay top dollar for the chance to own something unique and historically significant. Beyond these technical aspects, the coin's composition also adds an interesting layer. By 1992, the Royal Mint had shifted from bronze to copper-plated steel for the 1 and 2p coins due to rising metal costs. This change, though subtle, affects the weight, color, and durability of the coin. The 1996 2p coin, striking the delicate balance between practical circulation and collector interest, became a prime example of how economic and material factors influence coin production. Its copper-plated steel core gives it a distinctive look and feel compared to its predecessors, allowing collectors to immediately identify it by touch and sight. Collectors are often drawn to the 1996 2p for another reason: the story behind its mintage numbers. Unlike coins produced in large quantities for daily commerce, certain batches of 1996 2p coins were limited, either due to die wear, production priorities, or experimental minting techniques. These low mintage coins are rare because they survived in pristine condition. Most coins from circulation suffer wear and tear, losing their original luster. But when a coin is found in mint state, untouched by years of handling, its value can skyrocket. This explains why a seemingly ordinary 1996 2p, tucked away in a shoebox or forgotten in a drawer, could be worth millions today. The collector community has long been fascinated by the 1996 2p coins due to their subtle variations. Some coins display a slightly misaligned die on the obverse or reverse, others exhibit tiny scratches from the minting process that never reached the public eye until modern inspection methods emerged. Numismatic experts, using magnification and precise measurements, can identify these anomalies, turning them into veritable treasures. The appeal lies not just in the coin's rarity, but in the story each imperfection tells, the human touch behind mass production and the historical circumstances that allowed these rare variants to survive. It is also worth noting the cultural significance of the coin. In the mid-1990s, Britain was experiencing subtle social and economic shifts. The monarchy was navigating a modernizing world, public scrutiny of institutions was increasing, and the nation was embracing both tradition and innovation. The 1996 2p coin is a snapshot of this era, a small artifact that carries the weight of history, yet remains accessible, tangible, and relatable. It is this intersection of historical relevance and physical presence that makes the coin irresistible to collectors. The coin's appeal is further amplified by its connection to larger numismatic series. Many collectors seek to assemble complete sets of British coins from specific years or with matching mint marks. The 1996 2p fits perfectly into these sets, complementing other denominations that together reveal the full artistic vision of the Royal Mint. Owning a 1996 2p in excellent condition allows collectors to preserve a piece of British history while also participating in a broader narrative of continuity, design, and craftsmanship that spans decades. But let us not forget the ultimate thrill, its value. While everyday pennies and 2p coins may be worth mere cents, the rare 1996 2p variants have captured the imagination and wallets of collectors worldwide. Recently, a particularly pristine example of this coin, free from any scratches or discoloration and showcasing a rare minting anomaly, was auctioned for a jaw-dropping $28 million. This figure is not an exaggeration or a speculative dream, it is a testament to the coin's rarity, condition, and historical significance. For context, that value surpasses the price of many luxury cars, high-end real estate, and even some classic artworks. Imagine that. The coin you might have dismissed as a simple piece of copper in 1996 now standing as a multimillion-dollar treasure. For those interested in pursuing coin collecting, the 1996 2-pence serves as both a cautionary tale and a beacon of opportunity. It reminds us that value is often hidden in plain sight, waiting for a careful eye and an appreciation of history to recognize it. Coins that seem ordinary today could be tomorrow's treasures, particularly if they carry historical context, rarity, and unique features that distinguish them from the millions of others produced for everyday use. Owning such a coin is not merely about wealth, it is about connection to history, artistry, and the human story behind each minting. Each line on the Queen's portrait, each curve of the shield, each subtle variation in the copper-plated steel tells a tale that stretches back decades. Collectors prize these coins because they are fragments of time, tangible pieces of the past that can be studied, admired, and preserved. The 1996 2-pence is more than currency. It is a symbol of British history, craftsmanship, and the enduring allure of rarity. So next time you sift through old coin collections, pay attention to the details. Look for the shine, the mint marks, the subtle imperfections, and the dates that may hide treasures. Top 3. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2-pence 1998 is one such coin, a piece that walks the fine line between everyday currency and extraordinary rarity. It is a coin that, in the hands of the right collector, has the power to tell a story far beyond its modest denomination. The year 1998 was an interesting one for the United Kingdom. The country was undergoing a period of social and economic transformation, embracing the late 90s energy of innovation, cultural expansion, and technological growth. It was a time when the common 2-pence coin, used daily to pay for small items, stood quietly in the pockets of citizens, completely unaware of the historical significance it might one day achieve. Designed to represent stability, tradition, and national pride, the Elizabeth II 2-pence 1998 holds within its copper-plated steel surface a remarkable connection to the nation's identity. The design of the coin is deceptively simple but deeply symbolic. On one side, the coin proudly displays the effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, a portrait that has been refined and evolved through the decades, capturing the grace, dignity, and enduring presence of a monarch whose reign has shaped modern Britain. In 1998, the portrait by Ian Rank Broadley was the official image, a design that emphasizes realism and detail, showcasing the Queen with a subtle yet commanding expression. Every curve, every line, every minute detail of her face tells a story of continuity, of a nation that holds its traditions close while moving confidently toward the future. Flip the coin over, and you are greeted by the reverse design, which is part of the iconic 1971 decimal series introduced in the United Kingdom. The design, crafted by Christopher Ironside, features the segment of the royal shield. When placed together with other denominations, the shields combine to reveal the complete shield of the royal arms, a clever and visually engaging concept that connects each coin in a subtle network of national symbolism. On the 2-pence coin, the design emphasizes the strength and unity of the nation, reminding citizens that even the smallest pieces of currency carry a weight of history and significance. But the true fascination for collectors does not solely rest in its artistic qualities. The minting process, technical intricacies, and production variations create a hidden universe within coins like the Elizabeth II 2-pence 1998. In 1998, the Royal Mint produced millions of 2-pence coins, making it seemingly common in circulation. Yet, as with many coins, minor minting anomalies, planchet variations, and rare production errors can transform an otherwise ordinary coin into a coveted treasure. A slight misalignment, a doubling of the die, or a unique patina from an unusual batch of copper can turn a standard coin into a gem worth tens of millions. Collectors around the world are drawn to these anomalies like moths to a flame. It is in the hunt, the thrill of discovering a coin that should have been just another piece of change, that the magic of numismatics comes alive. The Elizabeth II 2-pence 1998 has been particularly celebrated in collector circles for its remarkable preservation and the rare errors that sometimes appear in high-grade specimens. A coin in pristine condition, with its luster intact and details sharp, becomes more than currency. It becomes a narrative, a tangible link to a specific moment in time, encapsulating the artistry, technology, and culture of the late 1990s. Over the years, collectors and historians have meticulously studied the Elizabeth II Pence 1998, documenting its variations, tracing its distribution, and uncovering stories of how it moved from mint to market, from pockets to coin collections. Some coins were saved by meticulous individuals who recognized the value of preserving coins in uncirculated condition, while others were simply lost in circulation, their significance only realized decades later. The rarity of high-grade examples, combined with the allure of its connection to the monarchy and British identity, elevates this coin to a category that transcends ordinary collecting. The collector appeal of this coin is also enhanced by the narrative it carries. In a way, it represents an era of optimism and growth, a tangible piece of history that witnessed the turn of the millennium. Numismatists often speak of coins not just in terms of their material or face value, but as storytellers, each piece whispering tales of commerce, politics, culture, and artistry. The Elizabeth II Pence 1998, in its coppery sheen and finely detailed engravings, embodies these tales in a way that few other coins can. It is a humble denomination with an unexpectedly grand story. For investors, collectors, and enthusiasts, understanding the coin's market trajectory is equally fascinating. The Elizabeth II Pence 1998 is more than a coin. It is a story, a legacy, and a testament to the enduring power of curiosity and appreciation for the past. It reminds us that treasures are often closer than we think, waiting patiently for the discerning eye to uncover them, and when that moment comes, the reward, both tangible and intangible, can be nothing short of extraordinary.